Hi guys, this is Melissa Zad for Into Boxing, and I am delighted to be joined just before the press conference with none other than the gentleman, John Hedges. John, how are you doing?
Yeah, all well, thank you, Melissa. Feeling good, ready to go now. Do you know what I mean? Bit of press conference, bit of interviews here, there and now. And yeah, get in there, quick I'm in there, the bell.
You're looking very well.
Thank you.
You've been in really good form. I've seen you, I saw you at the workout yesterday. You're looking really fresh today. How has everything gone in terms of your camp, in terms of the weight, etc.?
Do you know what, Melissa? Probably the most professional I've been in my career. I've done my weight perfect. I've had great sparring, been sparring big names and heavier names like the likes of Guido, who I keep mentioning, Guido Vianello. And I've not cut no corners, which I never tend to cut corners, but this time I just feel like I've done it, everything another percentage better. So please God, come fight night, you see the best performance out of myself.
Do you know what? I think it makes all the difference. I mean, obviously, I don't know. I'm not a professional boxer, but I think it makes all the difference mentally. It must do when you know that you've done everything by the book and you can go in there with that added confidence.
Yeah, exactly that. When you've done everything to your best ability, at the end of the day, all you can ask for is someone to give their all. And that's exactly what I've done here. I gave me all, done my best. My weight's intact, fine for once. So that's always keeping people happy. And yeah, we're ready to go. We've kept active. I only boxed probably about 7-8 weeks ago. So I'm back here again, back at the O2 and ready to keep going.
Is keeping active something that's really important to you?
Yeah, 100%. I'm one of them fighters who I want to be busy. I love fighting. So it's not really a job for me. I like getting in there. I love the buzz. The hardest bit's making the weight, but I think everyone would say that to us. So, do you know what I mean? The more active Eddie can keep me, the better, and he's lived up to his promise because he has been.
When I caught up with Mark Tibbs yesterday, your coach, he mentioned that you've been doing some heavyweight sparring, and I think it's the gentleman that you just mentioned. I asked him about the weight difference, and he said it was more about matching IQ with IQ. How was that for you?
Yeah, do you know what? It's unreal. I seem to aspire probably better against the heavier boys than what I do boys my own weight. It's just always been the way it's been. I'm good with my feet. And the likes of Guido, he's a very well-schooled fighter. So I was just trying to do my best imitation of Tyson and keep it rangy, keep it long and keep moving. But listen, when they got that much weight on you, of course they can blow me out if they wanted to. But it's very respectable and we get good rounds in. I help him what he needs to work on, he helps me. So thank you very much to him for coming down because I was running out of sparring. So.
Do you know what? It's nice to have that technical kind of safe space where you can work on new things. Before I get into kind of your fight on Saturday night, etc., I saw Kugan Cassius earlier and noticed that he had a enlarged sort of earlobe situation going on the right ear, and he kind of insinuated that you were the culprit.
So yeah, what's happening there is Kugan's, I don't like talking too much, but Kugan's come down on Tuesday and he started talking about, I can spar, I can do this, you know how Kugan does. So I said, Kugan, let's have a little move around. I said, you've got the right height, do you know what I mean? I'm not sure about the right weight, but right height. So we got in there, just having a little mess with her. He's for a good old shot. So I thought, I felt that. And I gave him a little tap up the side of the head. Wake up the next morning and it's all swollen. So I don't really know what's going on with this. I don't know what's been happening.
John, was it genuinely a tap? Because, you boxers say this and actually it looks like it was an awful left hook.
I think it could have been a little bit of an awful left hook. A little bit, not too much. I don't punch that hard. So I think he's got soft skin.
Do you know what, though? Kind of serves him right. If he's giving it, the big I am, then it serves him right. I just want to say for reference that Kugan has stood behind us. We're not just talking shit. But do you think that, it's well-deserved?
Yeah, do you know what? Someone had to bring him down to earth. That's what I mean.
Any thoughts, Cougs? Well, it's good you're getting a real range of sparring partners then. Guido, Kugan, it's all cracking. Just need to get Eddie Hearn in there with you next.
Oh, mate, that's a dream come true. I wouldn't touch him. I'd literally not allow to govern him. I'd just say, go on, Eddie, knock me out, get me another fight date.
So let's talk a little bit about your fight on Saturday. Speaking to Mark yesterday, he said that the fight on Saturday is just going to be, the best version of you that has been in the ring so far. You're obviously developing still. You're very early on in your career. What are you, not without giving too much away, but what are you planning on kind of showcasing on Saturday?
The fellow I'm boxing, he's undefeated, so it's a step up. I've never fought an undefeated fighter. He's ranked in the world kickboxing whatever. I don't know what the exact name is. So he's got a world ranking, but in kickboxing. So he's experienced. He's been about, but he's unbeaten as a pro boxer. So it's going to be one of them fights. He's going to bring experience to the ring. He's going to hopefully make me have to adapt to it and find the best version of myself. And I think after 2-3 rounds, I think you're going to start seeing what we've been doing. I'm not going to go in there rushing me work, and I don't mind giving that away because people know that anyways. But I'm going to just take calm, composed, and show me strength as well, and just show a little bit of everything we've been working on. People say, bloody hell, he's improving by the second, and that's what I want people to be saying.
Just not letting that occasion get to you and really just like taking it step by step, I think.
Exactly that. It's a big occasion, and the bigger the opponent, sometimes you can think you've got to perform that much better and you can get nervous, but I think better the opponent, the better I shine.
Do you feel, I mean, obviously you've had some experience now on the Matchroom shows. Do you feel with every experience that, you know, you're entering on that platform, you're getting more and more comfortable with the whole experience as a whole?
Yeah, 100%. I'm getting used. It's everything. The fight weeks, the press conferences, the weigh-ins. I'm coming here like second nature now. I know everybody. It's daunting when you first come into it, especially when you're young, because you've not even sparred these boys. And now I've even shared the ring with most of them, and then I'm meeting them as well afterwards. It's brilliant, isn't it? You're all in the same circles, and like being on Craig's undercard, mate, that's massive for me, because obviously I've shared the ring with Craig and sparring many a times, and to have him give me advice now fighting his undercard is buzzing. So it's real good for me.
Do you know what? I just love it. You're giving off such great energy. It's so infectious. It's absolutely wonderful. Let's talk a little bit about the main event. Obviously, we've got Craig Richards versus Joshua Boazzi. Josh has had the Olympic kind of standing, you know, in the amateurs. Craig has arguably come up the hurdle route through the pros. Who do you have on Saturday night?
Do you know what? I got asked this yesterday. I normally always give a prediction. I just can't call this one. I don't want to say either or, because I couldn't tell you. I think whatever happens, it goes the distance. I think it does the 12 rounds, and I think it's going to be scorecards, 1 or 2 rounds in it. And I really wouldn't like to say which way it's going to go.
Oof, gosh, I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm really excited. So before I let you go, John, I am going to ask you one last question. If you could fight 3 people, dream opponents, who would they be?
God, dream opponents. All right, Tyson Fury, just to say I've jumped in the ring with him. He'd absolutely level me just for camera purposes. A couple of rounds if I survive one. Jake Paul, give myself a cash earner, nice win. And I'd say me third one would have to be. Do you know what? I'd love to share the ring with someone like Jack Dempsey, like old school fighter. I know he would like to say he would lever me, he'd be too strong, but to say I got in there with someone like that, memories at the end of the day. I'm a boxing fan as well, so.
Do you know what? I love that answer. That was quite rangy. Yeah, it's really good. John, thank you so much for your time. We are so excited to see you perform on Saturday night.
Cheers. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you.